Hello crafty friends, it's Sharon Luska here from My Crafty Greetings, and we are doing the Tie a Perfect Bow using only your 2 fingers video today. So I have a spool of ribbon here. Now I like to work with my bow still attached to the spool so I don't waste any ribbon. The first thing you're going to do is take the ribbon, pull it across your palm, and then wrap it around your 2 fingers, and then you're going to feed it between your 2 fingers towards the crotch. And then you're going to take that piece and thread it between your 2 fingertips. And then you see this little bit here, you're just going to pop it through there. And that's what's going to create your bow. Now we're going to go over this again, but you can see here I'm turning those little tabs because this is the back of the ribbon. And since I have 2-sided ribbon, I really want those tabs to face the right way, and this is your chance to do that. Okay, so I did tie this rather tight to my own fingers here, and I have a little bit of arthritis, so it makes it a little harder to get it off. If you want to make your loops looser, what you want to do is you want to hold your fingers slightly apart when you're tying this. So you can see here, you can go ahead and adjust this ribbon to get it exactly perfectly the way you want, but both of the tails are at the back, and now you can cut any extra off of the spool that you want and you're not wasting. So let's do this again, and we're going to use this paper ribbon, and it's going to give you a really easy time to see all the working parts of this. So you're looping around your fingers, between your fingers, see that there, and then you're going to pull it up between the 2 fingers, and we'll get that loop ready. You can see the loop that it's created here, and essentially we're just tying a knot around the loops that are on our fingers. So once you've got that, you want to take it and slip it underneath, and you always want to make sure that that tail goes in the opposite direction of the tail that's still attached to your spool of ribbon or whatever it is you're tying. So you can see it goes around there, and then as you pull it tight, that makes the knot that makes the bow. So you can see how much easier that is, and then I did leave it a little bit looser on my fingers, so a little bit, not a lot looser. So you can take these bows and kind of wiggle them around and do whatever you want with them. So I'm going to show you again with this red ribbon here, and I'm just going to let you watch, but I am going to chat a little bit. I have to apologize that this video took so long to make. I have seriously squished, messed up spinal cord. And I've been going through a lot of therapy for the past 5 years so that I can walk and still use my hands. So my hands don't always function well, and just recently I have been going through a lot of problems. I got my sensation of being able to feel hot and cold with my hands back, but I've been having some fine motor skill issues with my back, and that sometimes interferes with my adventure here on YouTube. So you can see here's that loop that I was telling you about, and that just shows you the line that you want to go across. Now I'm going to show you another way that you're going to be able to slip this through here, because I know sometimes too fine motor skills are an issue for a lot of people. And there are a number of ways of tying these bows. I stuck with the finger technique. If you guys want to see more bow techniques and want to see more of the things that you can do with tying bows, I'll do another video, provided that there's enough people that are interested in seeing it. I've already shot it, so it's just a matter of getting it edited. So you can see that tail pulls it tight. And when you pull the ribbon here, you can see you can slide the face of the ribbon back and forth to even it up. And then the other side allows you to remove width from the ribbon. So if I pull the side that's still attached to the ribbon spool, it's going to shorten the loop. And then I can pull the loop from the face of the ribbon and even these up. So you can literally make this any size that you want. And it's this one and this one. So your free one, or the one that you did the looping with, and when you pull that, that is going to completely tighten that knot down tight, tight, tight. And that's the nice thing, is you can change the size of your bow without it untying like the other method of bow tying. So I like to make sure that that little center knot is nice and compact. So I take my 2 loops and I pull them up together, and that just squishes that knot piece all together in a small little in the smallest possible knot, I guess is what I want to say. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but if you fold your ribbon in half and you cut it from the fold edge to the unfolded edge, pointing the scissors down towards the end of your bow, you can get a nice fishtail cut. I'll show you that again. So you're going to fold it in half and you're going to cut diagonally from the folded part and away from the bow to the free edge part. And that's going to give you a really pretty bow. And of course, you can fuss with this bow and twist everything and move it around. That's the other thing I really like about this bow configuration, is it gives you a lot of opportunity to adjust things. Just like you saw in the beginning, if you have two-sided ribbon, you can get the tails of the ribbon going in the right direction. So this is just a twist tie, and I'm going to show you how to make a super duper fancy dandy tool. And it's not going to cost you $1 million. It's probably already kicking around somewhere in your house. You're just going to twist the very ends of this and leave yourself a good size loop. And so I'm going to show you here. Literally, when we go around like this, all we're doing is tying a knot. So the tails of one end of the ribbon go out one way, the tails of the other ribbon go out the other way. And what we've done though is by using our fingers, we've made 2 loops to tie the knot around. And so we'll get in nice and close. So here we are, we've gone from the palm up around the 2 fingers. We're taking the free tail and putting it through the 2 fingers near the crotch and then up around the tips of the 2 fingers. And so this is that little loop that you're always passing everything through. So if you take this and you run it so that it's going in the same direction as the ribbon that's crossed across your palm, and you take this end and you slip it through your little loop. So I'm sure you'll be able to slip it through a bit better than me. And then I use my thumb to kind of grab it as I get the loop going in the right direction. Take it and pull the loop, and that's going to pull your tail of your ribbon through, and that'll make it a little bit easier if you have dexterity issues. So just keep that fancy little tool handy, and if you have to make another one, obviously not too difficult, you'll be able to make another one. But you can see what a great bow this makes, and you can see as you move the face of the ribbon left and right, you can change the size of these the little loops here, and then you can also fuss with them to make sure that they look really pretty. So you can see I've made that much smaller than what actually fit on my fingertips. And I'm also going to make sure that I really like to make sure that the sides of the ribbon are sticking right out. There we go. Now if I want to tighten this down, I'm going to grab the loop opposite the free tail and the free tail itself and pull it, and that tightens that knot right down. And that way then your bow won't come undone. And then I take it and just squish those together, and you can see how it just tightened up the little knot that's in the center of the bow there. So here's a number of other ideas that I have. I'm not showing them in this video, but you can see you can take 2 ribbons and tie them together and not have a massive knot in the center. And then you can also tie mega tiny bows if you want to see how to do that. And then I have an even tinier bow if you'd like to see how to do that. Those 2, you don't use your fingers, but it's a household item that you already have. If you want to have mega loops in your bow, like a triple bow or a double bow, if you want to have a lot of loops but you only want to have a small center knot, or a lot of loops and a large center knot, especially if you're using something like raffia or string. If you guys want to see how to do that, I'll do another video and show that to you. If you're interested, leave something in the comments below and just let me know. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that this bow tying video helped you out. Maybe you'll dig into that ribbon and cord stash and do yourself up a bunch of bows for your next card making adventure. Have an awesome day, and thanks so much for joining me. Here's a few other videos if you're interested. Thanks. Bye.